This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
Sportsmanship is a top priority at all sporting events. Please be respectful of officials, coaches,
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to Northview High School on the Indiana Sports Network special broadcast of high school baseball. The last high school game, actually it is the last game of our spring 2023 schedule. The 2022-2023 academic schedule is after tonight in the books. And Brad, it's going to be interesting tonight. Of course, you have a bi-county rivalry game, Terre Haute North, up here to face the Northview Knights in a game that a lot of people will be excited to see. Hopefully, have a good ball game. We do have good weather, as long as the rain holds off, no storms come in the area. It should be a great night for baseball.
Yeah, it's a great night for baseball, and it's going to be an exciting matchup because Terre Haute South has beat North, Northview has beat South, and North has beat South for the glove game. So North and South are tied, and Northview has one-upped Terre Haute South. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes tonight. As it does always in high school baseball, it's going to come down to pitching. And, Northview has struggled this year. They don't have a lot of pitching. They've got some younger kids that have actually, stepped up and done a great job. But it'll be interesting to see what North does tonight and who they throw at the Northview Knights and how the Knights react to that. So,
when you look at, you talk about the pitching, and you also looked at a young roster. This Terre Haute North Patriots have a lot of underclassmen in their starting lineup, and when you look at the way they've, performed pretty admirably throughout the season, bodes well for the future for North and Northview having a lot of youngsters in their roster. But I know it's got to be some head-scratching moments for both of these coaches right now.
Yeah, it's painstaking right now in the moment, but the experience that these younger athletes are getting this early in their career, it's so different, Walt, than when I played high school baseball. Like, freshmen are coming in and having an impact on high school sports immediately. And, I can only attribute that to the amount of travel ball and how popular it is right now. So, it's just like it is in the NFL. Rookie quarterbacks used to sit back for 2 or 3 years, but they're having impacts right away. So, it's a different time, and it's exciting to watch, and it's good for these young players that they're getting as much playing time as they are early on in their career.
Because when you look at the players and the temperament, maybe a little different than what it was a generation ago, and sometimes kind of hard for some of the youngsters to kind of wait their turn. You've seen the starting lineups being introduced for both of these teams. The Terre Haute North Patriots, Briar Goda will bat first and play right field. Nate Billington will play shortstop. And bat second, Bryson Carpenter tonight will bat third, play center field. The pitcher, Cam Judson, will bat cleanup. Rose home and commit. Kyler Dixon, the catcher tonight, since Judson is pitching. Dixon will be behind the plate. Kendall Gregg will play first base. Sam Glotzbach will be at third. You just saw him. Austin Black will be the DH, batting eighth, and Noah Bray will play left field and round out the lineup for the Terre Haute North Patriots. And Coach Lawson.
And now let's meet the starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Knights of Northview High School.
And for the Northview Knights, the home team tonight.
The first baseman, number 32, Peyton
The
Lear.
first baseman, excuse me, Peyton Lear.
Today, number 1, Caden Schrader.
Caden Schrader, who will start on the mound tonight, I do believe.
23, Cam Green.
Will bat second. Cam Green will start off in left field.
Number 31,
Bat third.
Barnhart.
Devin Barnhart will play third base. Will be your cleanup hitter.
The center fielder, number 16,
Your
Braden
center fielder
Krieger.
tonight, Braden Krieger, will protect Barnhart. He'll bat fifth. Hunter Johnson
Hunter Johnson.
will. Oh, I don't know what this says. We'll see in a moment. Zach Buell, I think it says he'll play right field. I'm going to go with that. The designated hitter tonight, Jackson Ferris, will bat eighth, and Avery Perry will round out the lineup, batting ninth and play in the catcher spot tonight. We'll take a quick break as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. We'll be right back with the start of the contest right here on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom,
When I fill a prescription,
when I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstadter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
We're really doing this.
"Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell." Making friends since 1885.
I'm all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop for over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're number one at York.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And back at the ballpark for tonight's bi-county rivalry game, the Terre Haute North Patriots visiting the Northview Knights on a picture-perfect night for baseball. A Friday night, you just got off work, most of you. You don't have anything to do. Come on out to Northview, watch some baseball. Tune in to the Indiana Sports Network. Check out our broadcast from the stands. What a beautiful, beautiful evening
You
that
can't
we
go
have on
wrong
hand.
with baseball and Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train
That's
playing in the
right.
background. If Ozzy can't get you pumped up for a game, nobody can.
Nobody can. Absolutely nobody is. I'm kind of pumped up for this game. We're looking at where the Terre Haute North Patriots, had a game earlier this week against their bi-county rivals, against the Crosstown rivals, Terre Haute South Patriots. Excuse me, no, I'm sorry, no. They played against the West Vigo Vikings. I'm sorry, on Tuesday night, and the Vikings kind of showed them what for. The Vikings looking very formidable. Got a big victory in the North Patriots wanting to beat Northview, but Northview, both of these teams looking to get ready for postseason play, and it was right around the corner.
Well, and here's the thing that obviously Northview's a little bit short-stacked on their pitching staff right now, but Caden Schrader on the mound, I put him up with one of, if not all of the big four in the area, so he can compete. And if he's on his game, Northview has a chance. So, like that, Schrader's on the mound today. North's going to have to work him he comes with about an 85, 87 mile an hour fastball. So
Right.
he's gained a lot of velocity over the past couple of years. So it's going to be an exciting game to watch tonight.
Right fielder number 3, Briar Goda.
And old Briar Goda is going to lead us off for the Terre Haute North Patriots. Talked about the pronunciation of his name a time or two, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And that's the thing we talked about earlier, just freshmen having an impact as early as they are. I'm pretty sure Briar Goda and Millington and the 2-hole, these are two kids that have a bright future ahead of them because, they're already in the lineup, and I've seen great things from Briar and Millington.
Goda batting from the left side of the plate. A little fisticuffs right off the middle of the bat there, and going to be
shortstop number 14,
caught
Nate Millington.
by the second baseman. That being Hunter Johnson for the first out. So Nate Millington in the batter's box. You're starting lefty. You don't see a whole lot of that in high school baseball. Lefty, the first two batters, both of them being freshmen. A little late on that delivery. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, a little late there. And, sitting from this vantage point, it's interesting because it looks like Nate kind of just, I wouldn't say he lunges, but he steps, and he does a great job keeping his hands back. But it's a little interesting to see that batting style. It's almost like he's looking to go opposite field, and maybe he is, but he falls behind 1 and 2 right now, so let's see what he can do.
Possibly he does with that speed. He possesses nice speed there for the Northview for the North Patriots. Just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, a little bit low.
And Schrader must be feeling pretty good. That's a pretty good pop into the catcher's mid. But
I agree.
Yeah, that last pitch just missed low, and that one just missed out. So
right in there, just a little bit off the plate, and Millington draws a walk. And this is a young man that I tell you, as a freshman, has a really good eye.
Yeah.
And is not adverse to drawing a walk to get on base.
Well, and that just shows you from what I've been told, he's a verbal commit to the University of Kentucky as a freshman, which is pretty impressive. So
right.
And we're talking about commits. We're talking about Bryce Carpenter right now, which is a commit to Indiana State University. So everybody's going to get to see this young man for 4 more years. So I look forward to seeing how he produces the next few years.
And Bryson Carpenter moving around the lineup just a little bit as we've seen him in the first hole. Now we're seeing him in the 3 hole as this young man has some nice pop with his bat. And sometimes we've kind of seen him struggle to get going, though. A senior going to play at Indiana State University, 1-0 count for the center fielder. Very strong legs that you see for Bryson Carpenter.
Yeah. And I will say, I do have some contacts in the Wabash Valley, and the rumor is you want to pitch Bryson Carpenter inside because he likes to extend over the plate.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of times pitchers throwing him inside. That's why he takes a lot of hit by pitches, and it's going to be crucial for him to get those hands inside and quick to the baseball so that he can pull those inside pitches.
When you look at the outfield, there's a huge gap into right center.
Oh, they're planning him to pull for sure.
They absolutely are. 2 balls, 1 strike should count to the third. A batter in the inning for the North Patriots, Bryson Carpenter, now 3 balls. 1 strike, as Schrader missed high and inside. This is a big batter right here for Schrader. Carpenter draws the second walk in a row. First Millington, now Carpenter. And I always talk about limiting your errors, limiting your walks.
Yeah. Well, you're 100% right. So Northview does a great job getting the first out. Now they've got 2 base runners on. The good thing is the middle infield can play deep, bring the corners in, squeeze the middle. If Schrader can still get a ground ball to the middle, they can turn 2 and get out of this. But right now, they're in a little bit of trouble.
First pitch to Cam Judson. Judson, the normal catcher for the Patriots, going to be starting on the mound tonight, very deep in the batter's box. If you look at his right foot, right at the edge of the chalk. He'll be playing his college baseball at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, which means we'll be seeing a lot of him over the next few years here on the Indiana Sports Network as we broadcast a number of Rose-Hulman athletic events. 2-0 to Judson. Ball a little low, 3-0 your count, and Schrader starting to labor a little bit, trying to find that release point.
Yeah, he is. So, he's just got to, do what they say. Throw the glove, relax, and just trust your defense to make the play for you. He doesn't have to do it all himself.
And a nice pitch there to pop the mid of Avery Perry behind the plate. (3-1). And a nice all-speed pitch right over there in the inside corner.
That says a lot to me. For a pitcher to have enough confidence to throw a 3-1 off-speed pitch for a strike, that says something about Caden Schrader. I'm pretty impressed with that right there.
Now let's see what Judson gets. A little look at the runner. That's Millington down there at second base. Bryson Carpenter's at first. So considerable speed on the base pass. I don't blame Schrader for trying to keep these runners, semi-close.
Yeah, with a full count, he's making sure they're not running on the pitch.
Blew it by him, Kevin Judson, very late on that offering.
That's impressive. 3-0, you're down 3-0. You work back 3 straight pitches to get the strikeout. You put yourself set up to get out of this inning unscathed with 2 runners on. So at this point, Caden Schrader's just looking to go at this batter, ignore the runners, and do a job. So great job by Caden Schrader.
So Kyler Dixon, your catcher for the Patriots, in there, looks at it all speed, just like Cam Judson looked at it for strike number 2. And Dixon looks at strike number 1 with that pitch. 2 on, 2 out. Top half of the first inning. Outside, looking for strike number 2.
Yeah, it looks like the strike zone might be getting a little wider as the inning goes on, because that looked a little high and out to me. But, I don't think Caden Schrader is going to mind that.
Nope. And he missed it for strike number 3, but the ball gets behind Perry. He throws down to first base. No! He gets by Peyton Lear. A runner scores. And we have some palms in the air, some questions by the Northview fielders. Is Perry not able to make a strong throw down to Peyton Lear at first base to officially record that out? And the Patriots get a cheap run.
Yeah, they do. And Avery Perry, he's a freshman again. He's doing a great job back there for the Knights this year. He went back. He missed that strikeout, got the ball, but he double pumped it, and that gave him just a little bit more room.
And just like that, Kendall Gregg pokes a single out to left field, and that scores Bryson Carpenter. Patriots up 2-0, just like that.
That's where those errors will always come back to haunt you.
Yep. So both gentlemen that walked, that's Nate Millington and Bryson Carpenter, they come around to score. Dixon's at second, Greg at first. At the plate, Sam Glotzbach, your third baseman. He lines one to first base. Peyton Lear fields it, steps on the bag, and the Knights get out of the inning. Patriots score 2 back to the bottom of the second after this.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
There is a greatness inside of you, with passion, strength, determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do.
Congratulations.
Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact. Work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
Police officer here in Lake County, so I don't know much about him. I like the family.
At the bronze level, Napa Brazil Auto Supply and Lorenz Service Auto Repair. Union Center for Sports.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
The Terre Haute North Patriots scored 2 runs on 1 hit. They drew 2 walks, struck out once, and left a couple on the base pass. And here come the Northview Knights for their first offering at the plate. Coming up will be Peyton Lear, Caden Schrader, and Cam Green to start things off against Cam Judson. This will be my first time seeing Cam I am on the mound.
I like that.
Yeah, I try to every once in a while try to throw that out there. I promise you, over the next 4 years, I will be saying that when he's in uniform at Rose Holman. It's a young man that I really like. He does a good job behind the plate. Just still has a lot to learn, but the tools are there, and he is very strong. When you look at the way he's built, you look at his legs. The young man has tree trunks.
Yeah, he does.
And there's a lot to build on there. So.
Yeah, and you can tell that he's a catcher because if you watch the way he's throwing, it's a little bit of a short arm where he comes behind his ear, but he's got great velocity, so I'm sure he's got a good pop to second base because when he's throwing in there, it's popping.
So the first batter, Peyton Lear, looks at a ball a little bit high.
Yeah, and it's interesting this year because Peyton's always been a 2-3-4 hole hitter, and they've got him batting in the leadoff spot. So I'm not exactly sure, what coach's thoughts are, other than maybe give him more at bats a game.
Right.
But Peyton, as many of our viewers may know, he's my nephew. He's not been given a lot of pitches this year, so he's got a lot of walks, a lot of hit by pitches. He's a little disgruntled, so I'm hoping he can, stay relaxed, sit back, and not overextend the strike zone and get himself out hitting a pitcher's pitch instead of a hitter's pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Lear. And just off the plate.
I tell you what,
as Kyler Dixon tried to frame that.
Yeah, 2 strikes. I'm not laying off that. So kudos to Peyton, but I'm protecting right there.
The 2-2 to the leadoff batter for the Knights.
Ooh,
that one's outside. Full count. Just low and outside, and the leadoff man draws a walk as Lear will trot down into first base.
I'll tell you what, because of, Peyton had a 3 home run game this season, and I think maybe the word was out.
Okay.
He has really gotten a better job of recognizing pitches in the strike zone and out of the strike zone. So he might be wearing an oven mitten on first base, but he's done a great job this year of recognizing pitches. I hate those oven mitts.
Yeah,
Walt.
I do.
Is unfan, is that a word, or can I just say not fan? I hate them.
I don't like it myself.
I mean, I get the principle, but
sure. Safety's paramount. Why don't we just put everybody in bubble wrap?
That's right.
Why
Makes
not?
me think of the little kid off Little Giants. His mom sends him to practice in bubble wrap.
Yeah, that's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caden Schrader. your pitcher tonight. And he strokes one to second shortstop, Millington snares it, throws the first, the runner's back in time.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Cam Green.
I will tell you this, Cam Green has really impressed me this season. Like, he's batting, ridiculous within the WIC conference. He's a front runner for Northview's selection for the WIC, all-conference player. I'm not surprised to see him in the 3-hole right now.
Cam Green, your left fielder. And the ball hit foul and out of play. Still trying to fill out my scorecard. And it's not going so well. I have to ask you some questions after a while. Second pitch in there for a strike. Third pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Your count. 1 out. Runner on first. That runner on first is Peyton Lear. They throw down to check on him.
That's
right
what Cam Green does best. He goes with the pitch, finds one.
Oh my.
Hole.
I didn't know if Lear was going to get to third base, and he definitely should have. He did, but there's a lot of hesitation. There shouldn't have been any.
Yeah. And what you're going to see from Northview Knights right now with, 1 out and a runner on first and third, they're going to try to find a way to get that runner to second base and keep that double play out of order.
As they should.
So I look for maybe a hit and run or a steal here early in the count to see if they can get Cam Green to second base.
So Devin Barnhart now, your cleanup hitter for the Northview Knights.
Ooh. A little high, but probably a pitch I'm looking for. 0-0.
Smoke down to third base, and that should be going to come home. Going to get the runner at home, and I do like that play from Glotzbach, as there was only 1 out. You're not going to turn 2 on that, I don't think. He cut down the lead runner as Peyton Lear tried to score. He gets caught at home, and the play is made. Barnhart gets on via a fielder's choice, and Cam Green is down at second base. Your batter, Braden Krieger.
Another young player, a sophomore that I'm pretty impressed with. He's stepped up to do some pitching. Probably not in the spot where he should be put in at this early in his career, but he's done a great job. So he's another player that I look forward to seeing in the future.
And that was going just foul, which is good for the Northview Knights because that would have been an easy out there, as Greg would have been able to step on the bag to record out number 3. But the Knights get at least 1 more pitch and see if they can do a little damage here, get a runner across. 2 on, 2 outs, 1-1 your count to Krieger, the center fielder. The inside corner misses in. The wind kind of, picking up, then slacking off, and picking up and slacking off. It's going to be interesting if the balls get lifted in the outfield, as that was chopped to Millington. Millington will step on the bag to end the inning, and the Knights do not score. 2-0. The Patriots coming back for the top of the second.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
I'm Crawford. Charlie? Yeah. The same owners. Yeah.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, here we are for the top of the second inning. Want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, the Brunel National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, and York Automotive. York Automotive, I'm telling you folks, they have a styling and profile to each and every game. They've got locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. A total of 5 locations to serve you. If you need a new or pre-owned vehicle, check out our folks over there at York Automotive. They've been so good to us here at the Indiana Sports Network, and I know they'll be good to you in your pursuit of a vehicle. Second inning, and here comes Austin Black, the designated hitter. He's batting 8th for the Terre Haute North Patriots. Caden Schrader in their second inning worth of work. Gave up 2 walks. Both of those gentlemen came around to score. You never have a situation where teams are scoring multiple runs off of 1 hit.
Yeah. Well, and again, it goes back to the walks, you know, and you just got to limit those walks. And the runners, that great job by Caden Schrader there.
You love a pitcher that can field his position, don't you?
Yeah. But again, back to what we were talking about, walks and, you know, just pass ball strikeouts where the runner gets on base, you know, those are things that always come back to bite you later in the game. So if Northview can find a way to limit those, they might be able to find a way to hang themselves, you know, keep themselves in this ball game. But if not, North's going to run away pretty quick.
Noah Bray, your left fielder, hits one right up the box. And a good play by Pierce at short. Not able to get the runner, but kept it on the infield and made an attempt. But Noah Bray gets a single. Just to run down your defense. Starting with the outfield for the Northview Knights. Cam Green, Braden Krieger, and Zach Buell going from left field to right field. Going from third to first, Devin Barnhart, Jackson Pierce, Hunter Johnson, and Peyton Lear. Your battery on the mound, Caden Schrader. Behind the plate, Avery Perry. Avery Perry, a freshman, starting as your catcher. A young man that I saw is a little leaguer. My son's a year ahead of him, but they played some little league together. You know, some travel ball, some all-star ball, and I got to see Avery Perry a little bit. And this young man that has a bright future.
Yeah, he does. You know, there's a couple of freshmen on this Northview Knights team. Jackson Pierce. It looks like we're going to. Oh,
Could
they
be
got
2,
doubled him up.
and it is. What a benefit for the Northview Knights as Black got off too far off the bag, Bray got doubled up, and the Northview Knights get out of the inning. They'll come up for their at-bats in the bottom of the second.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Shaw Chiropractic is a big part of Clay County and Northview sports. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael are the specialists you need to help you feel better. If you're an athlete, a farmer, work in a factory, or just work in your backyard, you need the benefits of chiropractic care. Shaw Chiropractic is located in the Kroger Strip Mall in Brazil. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael Shaw, your friends for chiropractic care. You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And here come the Knights here for the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, the Knights are going to look to try and, get on the base early, get some base runners, and then chip away at this 2-0 lead that the Terre Haute North Patriots have over them right now. So you don't have to get them both back in this inning, but you want to, show that you're fighting your way back into this game.
Hunter Johnson, Zach Buell, and Jackson Ferris, who never takes a day off like Ferris Bueller, is going to be their first 3 batters. Heading down to Millington, can of corn, as that young man is just, I'm telling you what, you look at solid freshmen in the Wabash Valley area. There's not going to be too many smoother freshmen than Nick.
Yeah, no, that was it was a big hop, but you never know how it's going to come off, a baseball field, and he played that pretty smooth and got rid of it quick because with that big hop, he knew he needed to make the play quick and get rid of it, and he did.
Ball popped up, could be playable, and it is 2 pitches, 2 outs, as Kyler Dixon records that out. I'm going to go back to Millington at shortstop here for a moment. Comes from a strong background when you look at athletics in the north side of Terre Haute. And this is a young man. Right now, I would say maybe about 6'1", probably maybe 170?
Soaking
180? Yeah, okay, we'll get 165. I'll give him 165. So would you project him possibly at a junior, maybe 6'2", maybe 6'3", if you stretch that? I don't know.
Maybe for sure.
But 180, 185, somewhere in that ballpark, more muscle.
Obviously, throughout his high school career, he's going to put on weight. You know, we're always smaller as freshmen than we are as junior and seniors. So, at this point in his career, he's got a good baseball body type, but it's only going to get bigger and stronger as he goes through the years, lifting weights and, working out. So,
poked down to third base, snared by Glotzbach, thrown over. In time, the Knights go 1, 2, 3, and the Terre Haute North Patriots get off the inning quickly. They'll be back for the top of the third after these messages on the Indiana Sports Network.
Your all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one all-pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, the Terre Haute North Patriots with a 2-0 lead. Caden Schrader going to come out and try to do his best against Nate Millington, Bryson Carpenter, and Cam Judson. And those are some young men that can do some damage, and Schrader is shown that he can get out of the inning with some good pitches.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, Caden Schrader's not throwing a bad ball game.
No.
He had that one inning. They should have got out of the inning, dropped pass ball by Avery Perry, which, again, nothing against Avery Perry, but that ball gets past him, and they score 2 runs after it. So, Northview, this game should be 0-0 right now, and Caden's just got to believe that he's doing everything he can right now to keep his team in the ball game.
And the pitch is in there with a strike. Little poke down to shortstop. Stayed in front of it and did not get it over in time. Pierce did stay in front of it, but he just couldn't come up with a clean lead. I would imagine. Oh, they're going to give him an error. They're giving him an error on that.
I mean, they should.
Yeah.
I mean, he knocked it down, like you said, but he did not field it cleanly. And if he comes up with that ball cleanly, they get that out at first base. But again, freshman mistakes.
Sure.
So.
Well, Millington now at first base, a young man that can motor along the base pass. Bryson Carpenter, who walked and scored, as did Millington in the first inning, looking to try to do something here in the third. I like to check on the runner. You want to keep Millington close at the bag. And when you look at Terre Haute North, who at times seems to go kind of quiet on the base in the batter's box, I wouldn't be surprised to even try to manufacture a run.
Yeah, and the good thing about, just as a ex-baseball player's point of view, Caden Schrader has what they call a slide step. So he doesn't hike his leg up really high whenever he delivers home. That does not give the runner that much more time to get a few more steps towards second. He's got a very good quick delivery home, which helps Avery Perry, have a little bit extra time to get those runners thrown out at second base.
And Perry, a young man that, like I said, is just a freshman. So we'll see what his arm looks like. We'll see if Millington puts him to the test. 2-1 is your count. A chopper right up the middle. And the ball is booted by Johnson. I wonder if they're going to give him another error. They do. I thought they would. So E6 and then E4, both of those reach. I talked about walks and errors. In the first inning, Millington and Carpenter walked. They both scored. Now Millington and Carpenter both reached via error. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and you got to just see how Caden Schrader bounces back, because that's disheartening.
Yeah, it is.
You've gotten 2 ground balls, and both of them are on base right now. And I think right now Coach Stroud's going to go out and just tell him, guys, he's doing his job. We got to back him up.
And as a pitcher, you love the fact that your coach has your back and trying to support you and trying to rally the troops, and that's sometimes what you need. A big thank you to our camera operators for tonight's game, Kenan Harper and Sebastian De La Rosa. Our video technician, Keith Lawson, our producer and director, Mr. Tony Harper. This is our last game of our spring schedule. So after this game, we're going to get a little bit of a break before, I think it's Father's Day weekend, June 16th and 17th. We'll be at Anderson, Indiana for the Indiana Class Basketball All-Star Classic, a venue, an event that we love to do each and every year at the Eskenazi Center at the campus of Anderson University. Several of the Wabash Valley's best and brightest will be in that event as the ball gets by Avery Perry, and we have a situation now where runners are on second and third, Cam Judson at the plate, and nobody out. Terre Haute North looking for a big inning.
Yeah, Judson's looking to get this ball to the right side.
Yes.
To the outfielder to the right side and score a run. And it, as an ex-Northview baseball player, it's just frustrating to see the Northview Knights go through these growing pains.
Right.
I mean, we all know they got to go through them. They're young, but it's frustrating.
It kind of reminds me, of course, I was an ex-player, but I did graduate from Terre Haute South, so to see Terre Haute South basketball, over the last 6 years, not last year. Last year they had a good season. The last couple of years have been okay, but there was a kind of a wasteland period after Jay Lemonette and Yavion Washington and Craig Porter. After they left, it was nothing. And look at that stroke by Judson. One does score.
That ball's got to go to second base.
Yes, it does. I agree with you. You get that cutoff, and you don't bring it to the catcher.
Yeah, he didn't advance, but I'm just saying that ball has to go to the cutoff man or second base, because he could have easily, advanced on the throw there.
And when you look at, the fact that he didn't advance, it's possibly because it's your catcher. You let a speedier runner be there, and we'll see what happens. We got a pinch runner for Judson at first base, and I didn't catch to see who that was. But Carpenter's at third. Millington did score on the base knock, and here comes Kyler Dixon, your catcher. Still nobody out. He looks to drop down a bunt, misses, and is strike one. Three to nothing, your score. The Terre Haute North Patriots looking to rebound from a tough outing against the West Vigo Vikings. West Vigo, they're good. Remember, 17-3.
Yeah, they're good.
They got some good pitching, some good hitting, good fielding. They're solid.
Yeah,
I was very impressed.
they are good, and they're good. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah,
I mean,
there goes Mars.
the reason why we know they're good is they're one of the few teams that are actually shown in the media around the area here.
Yeah. And that is a strikeout of Kyler Dixon. As that's going to be strikeout number 2 officially. Unofficially. Anything for me is unofficial, folks. I'm just going to say that. Everything
That's
for
not
me is
true.
unofficial.
No.
Oh, I'm going to say it's unofficial. Especially today.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, man. Kendall Gregg. Batter is out to right, but oh man, now a runner scores and you get a player in a pickle. You got to get him at second base. They do. That was the pinch runner that came in for Cam Judson that got caught in the pickle. But Bryson Carpenter does come around to score in the process.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's 4-0.
I'll give up an out for
Yes.
a run. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it was designed that way. I think
It
he got
wasn't.
picked off. And, Northview could have done a better job of watching him leave third and gotten him at home, but they decided to just go with the out.
Right, back to Schrader is Gregg, and he's going to record that out, but not before the Patriots scored 2. 4-0 your score. Come back from the bottom of the third after this.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
from 1971
to 2021, Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, the Terre Haute North Patriots put up 2 on the first, 2 on the third. The 2 runs they scored in the first were off of walks. The 2 runs they scored in the third were off of errors, Brad. And, 4 runs off of 3 hits is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, I mean, Northview's got 1 hit. Terre Haute North's got 3. The difference between 4 runs and a difference of 2 hits, that just tells you they're a young team.
Right.
They're going to have to make plays if they want to stay competitive in the Wabash Valley. And North right now, they're not overly, powerful right now. They're just putting the ball in play, and Northview's not making them. So if they want to crawl back into this game, they're going to have to put the ball in play as well.
Well, the Terre Haute Knights are going to bring up Avery Perry, Peyton Lear, and Caden Schrader here in the bottom of the third inning.
I'm happy to see Avery Perry batting tonight. He's a freshman. He normally gets DH for, and I saw him grow up as a youngster. He's the same age as my son Lincoln, and he can swing the bat. So
I agree.
I don't know if if it's just the big jump, or if he doesn't have
Could be.
confidence, or maybe the coach doesn't have confidence. But this kid can play, so I'm looking for him to get a big hit here.
Talking about your son, your son's been just playing some nice golf lately, hasn't he?
I appreciate that. Yeah, he has been. So we got the WIC tournament tomorrow. So we're going to be down in Bloomington playing at Cascades Golf Course. So I'm hoping that I want him to play baseball because that was something I could help him with. But he found something that he's passionate about, and that's all I can be proud for a dad. So I really appreciate that, Walt.
It's something as parents, as we kind of turned our sights as Perry goes down via the strikeout. Very frustrated. He'll get another at bat, but as parents, you find, you try to, you don't want to tell your kids what to do. You want them to find their own way, but you also kind of want them to kind of follow your footsteps a little bit.
Well,
but they find something they're passionate in, and that's all you can ask.
Yeah, and that's all I told him. I said, you find something you're passionate about, and you give it 100%.
That's right.
I ain't going to be able to help you because my golf game is not what they would call very good. So, but I'm very proud of him. So, again, I appreciate the shout-out for Lincoln.
Absolutely.
I think I might catch this one.
Holy smokes, that was closer than I thought it was.
I was going to say, I was catching it, Walt.
Dude, I didn't even know where it was. Everybody around here was looking up. I looked up, too, and I couldn't find it. I'm glad it was nowhere close, because that would have hurt. And that one sent a long way, but foul. Just too bad that old Lear was not able to straighten that one out.
He's got quick hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's almost too quick. He pulls a lot of balls foul that could be gone.
And that was popped down the first base line. Playable for Drew Long, and he records out number 2.
Now batting the pitcher, number 1, Caden Schrader.
And now digs in Caden Schrader, trying to help his own cause and get something started for the Knights.
Chased a little bit of a high one there. Good pitch by Jitson, though.
Yep. It's interesting when you think about golf and the wind that we have today is over the course of 18 holes, it's going to help you, it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Certain
holes you
out.
can get a little bit more extra. Certain holes you come up a little short.
Hyde Chopper to third
base.
He
got it.
In time as Gladbach used the glove and a strong arm to get Schrader as the Knights go down 1-2-3. We're coming for the top of the 4th after the message on the Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not number 1. You are. You're number 1 at York.
No.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
4-0 your score as the Northview Knights are going to take the field as Glossbach, Black, and Bray, the bottom of the lineup for the Terre Haute North Patriots. Patriots up 4-0, and quite frankly, they've received some cheap runs, and sometimes you just take that and run with it. If you have some good pitching, then you never know what's going to happen. Here comes the big man, Sam Glossbach, a multi-sport athlete. As we've seen Sam play a couple of positions, played first base, third base, tonight he's starting at third. Strapping young man, he's a senior. Chops that one. There's going to be a strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, you count.
You know, this is just nitpicking right now, but again, he's a freshman. What I don't like seeing Avery Perry do is when the ball is not moving on the ground, he's picking it up with his glove. And too many times I've had coaches tell me, if it's not moving, grab it with your hand. Then you don't have to pull it out of your glove to make a move. So I've seen it a couple times tonight.
Nice play at second base. That was a good pick by Johnson. Not able to get Glossbach at first base, but he kept it on the infield, made it close. That was a good pick.
Yeah. Good play at second base and good stretch by Peyton Lear at first base to even make it a close play, because that ball was dug in the dirt, and he did a lot bigger stretch than I would have been able to do. Well,
oh, no doubt. I thought that ball was going to get through.
Yeah, I did too. And like I said, it was a great play by Hunter Johnson.
Austin Black, the designated hitter. Austin, a sophomore for the Patriots. A lot of youth being served on both of these teams here tonight. 1 on, nobody out. A throw on, a check on the runner.
Yeah, and as Caden Schrader does that pickoff, you see the batters showed bunt. So at this point, Northview knows that the sacrifice could be on, and they're playing in on the grass. Oh, and they back it off.
He backs it off, and that's going to be a shot to right center. Is a great play there by Buell, and he gets it in to record the out. And I thought that might hit the gap, but it stayed up long enough for Buell to
Well, you know what they say, when you see their numbers, you feel like it's probably for extra bases. But Zach Buell did a great job not only making that play, but battling the sun, because the sun's coming from the west, and right field's looking right into that sun. So great job by Zach Buell.
And that's going to get us to Noah Bray, the bottom of the lineup. Zach Buell is a sophomore. How about the line that he took to the baseball? It's very impressive.
Yeah, that's what I said. You didn't see what they call a banana route that was taken, where you misplayed it. He took his numbers straight, faced us and took a straight route to the ball. So he was able to catch that on the run. Not an easy player for an outfielder, easy play for an outfielder, but he made it look pretty good right there.
Buell just a sophomore. Ball a little bit outside there. It's going to be 3-0 your count. Right in there. I love that 3-0 pitch.
Yeah. I mean, it literally looked like a 3-0 breaking ball.
Schrader battling out there. He's got 1 out and 1 on. That was lifted down the line into left field. It's going to go as a single. So the runners will move up 1 base. Bray gets on. That's the second hit of the inning. And now we go to the top of the lineup with Briar Goda, also known as Briar. I hope his family appreciates that. I hope they don't get offended.
No,
we love Briar Goda, but I just love saying Briar Goda.
We don't want people offended.
No, we don't.
Well, we did get a notification that ISU women's softball won today.
Yes.
So hopefully Tony can tell us in her ear right now, where are they at, Tony? So they beat
Wow.
University of Northern Iowa,
Wow.
which Northern Iowa was undefeated in the Indiana State Sycamores women's softball team upsets UNI at the tournament. So that's pretty cool.
That really is cool, and it's a great win for the Sycamores there. Good pick, a good check on the runner down at second in Glotzbach and able to get back in time. Big batter here, 2 on, 1 out. Fishing for the outside corner, just missed a little bit, and Briar Goda took a nice pitch. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Baseball and softball having a good year. Softball kind of tailed off. Baseball just very, very solid. Is looking for them to make the tournament as they were able to beat Vanderbilt a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Number, 4 or 5 in the nation.
Yeah.
And played a tough schedule.
You know, as an ex-player for Indiana State University, I couldn't be more proud of Coach Mitch Hannes and what he's done with that program. You know, they played a ridiculous schedule early on in the year, and I think they've won 18 of 19 of their last games. So they're ranked top 25 right now in the nation, and I look forward to see what the Indiana State Sycamores do coming into the conference, you know, and the tournament. So
Absolutely. 3-1 your count. As that one's high, it's going to load the bases as Goda draws a walk, and now we've got a little bit of problems here. Glotzbach on third, Bray on second, Goda on first, and here comes Nate Millington.
And Coach Lancaster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with less than 2 outs, you're most likely going to see the infield playing up on the grass. Anything hit right at them, they're going to get the lead out at home and then make the double, the turn to first base. So Caden Schrader's just got to focus, buckle down, trust that his defense can make the play, which, again, I'm sure he's in the back of his mind thinking, you haven't made it, but he's got to trust his infield and know that they can make that play behind him.
I want to also tell you about Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology Baseball. We spent a considerable amount of time at Rose-Hulman. Rose-Hulman baseball made their conference tournament on Thursday. They beat Anderson 4-3, which was a team that gave them thumps a couple weeks ago. Lost to Transylvania in the nightcap on Thursday. It was a double elimination tournament. They beat Manchester on Friday 10-4, and they're playing Anderson tonight. 7:45 they play Anderson, so if they can stay alive, they'll play either the number 1 seed Franklin or Transylvania on Saturday at 1 p.m. So we wish Rose-Hulman well as they try to stay alive. Now their 4th game out of a potential 7 from, Thursday through Sunday. You play 7 games, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're running on fumes if you do that. So I don't know how many games they'll be able to continue, but tonight will be their 4th game in 2 days. So we wish them well as they play Anderson. I'm going to tell you what. They played Anderson a couple weeks ago. Anderson can hit the doggone ball.
Can they?
Oh, my gosh. They can hit the ball. So we hope that Rose-Hulman pitching staff holds in, and they've been playing well as of late. And we'll see what happens tonight. We'll have our ears and sights set as that tournament is played in Kokomo, Indiana. And Rose-Hulman actually is hosting the tournament, but it is played at the field in Kokomo. So.
Oh, wow.
3-1 your count. Bases loaded. Oh, nice pitch there by Schrader as Millington is very selective at the plate.
Yeah. Well, and with bases loaded, make Caden Schrader, put the ball across the plate. So right now he's got 2 strikes. He's going to be protected.
And he hits one, could find grass. It does not. Will not score a run as he hit that ball to Cam Green. So a very good out for the Northview Knights. Millington not very happy as he was not able to produce an RBI.
Yeah, Cam Green played that ball very well. That's one of those ones that are kind of like, as an outfielder, I always judge if it's above my bill, I probably need to take steps back. If it's below my bill, then I probably need to move in. He played that ball great, got the ball in, real quick, and saved a run from scoring on a sac fly.
Here comes Bryson Carpenter. Carpenter, a multi-sport athlete, three-sport athlete, probably would play more sports if he had time, to be honest with you. He could play probably anything that he wanted to. Football, baseball, basketball. It started from as a freshman season.
I'm telling you, Schrader's got to be careful with Bryson Carpenter right now with 2 outs and the bases juiced. I mean, I know what type of athlete Bryson Carpenter is. I could see this ball going very long ways right now if Caden Schrader's not careful.
And he checked that one as the ball's just going to be smothered by Avery Perry. After this inning is over, we come back to the bottom of the fourth. We'll have an interview with newly announced head men's basketball coach of Northview, Sean Neville. So we'll have Coach Neville on our airways and interview with him. He's gracious enough to give us a few moments of his time after the Northview Knights get out of this inning, whatever that might be. And we'll have a commercial break and an interview with Coach Neville as 3-1 count to Bryson Carpenter. Northview down 4 runs, trying to get out of this inning. And he's got a strike to fill it up as 3 balls, 2 strikes, and once again, very judicious.
Yeah, I like to see the way he's battling up there on the mound. Caden Schrader, you know, he's fallen behind quite a few times on these players, but he does not give up. He's battling. He's challenging Bryson Carpenter right now, and I like to see it.
Carpenter at the full count. And he swings and misses as Carpenter goes down via the strikeout. 3 runners left on base. No one scores. And we'll come back for the bottom of the fourth after these messages.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact. Work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Back at the ballpark here at Northview High School as the Knights down 4-0. Still plenty of time as Green, Barhart, and Krieger come up for the Knights as they take their bats in the bottom of the fourth. Happy to be joined by newly announced head men's basketball coach here at Northview Knights, Sean Neville. And Coach Neville, thank you for letting us bother you. You're here with your family here as taking a few minutes to talk to us about Northview basketball. I honestly did not know until this game started and Brad told me, and I will be honest, I am very, very excited for North basketball.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a fun few weeks and a whirlwind couple weeks, so excited to get started.
And of course, people around the Wabash Valley will know. People from around the Wabash Valley will know you from being at South Vermillion High School, and as of recent years, and I've kind of been able to watch your tenure there, and then coming over to Northview, a very proud tradition here at Northview. What was the draw for you to want to come over here to coach Northview basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I took a year off, and after South Vermillion for a year, and then really when the job came open, I admired this place from afar, and just the facilities and the type of kid that comes here. And when the job came open, and Mr. Mock, my former principal at Terre Haute South, got to talking and stuff, and it seemed just like a really good fit.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned Mr. Mock, and so much about we try to, as educators, we try to tell the young people about relationships. And sometimes knowing individuals and being I don't want to say just someone that you know, but as we have back-to-back singles here for the Northview Knights, which having you here could be a good omen.
Yeah,
so maybe we'll keep you here for the rest of the game. We'll see. But sometimes it's all about relationships, and having that relationship with Mr. Mock and probably the comfortability. I'm not saying he gave you the job, but just having him as someone who you were comfortable knowing coming over here had to help out with your decision making.
I wanted to spend a little more time with family and coach them a little bit, but when I got talking to him and realized how the Northview does things over here and the way the kids are, and it was really easy to get me convinced and there was going to be a good fit. And
so for people, as we have no outs for the Northview Knights, runners on first and second, back-to-back singles, and now Brayden Krieger at the bat facing Cam Judson. So people that don't know, much about you, how would you describe your coaching style, and then for your basketball teams, you're built on what would be the thing if you could say Sean Neville's teams always do X?
Yeah,
what would that be?
I would say energy and enthusiasm. I mean, we're going to play hard and be fundamental and do the right things. And I think in my 5 years at South Marin, we were able to do that. I had a lot of really good kids, and we got that compliment quite often. And, your kids were always prepared. They were always ready to go, and they always played hard. And I get pretty intense on the sidelines.
I would agree.
I'm excited to get back. For the last year, it's been kind of that void for a while, so I'm excited.
And people that listen, that are hearing your voice right now, folks, I assure you, you're thinking, oh, man, he might be kind of laid back. You watch him on the sideline. I enjoy – I'm just going to say you. I have enjoyed watching you on the sideline because I personally enjoy to watch coaches that – are direct with their players, but are also feeding positivity. And I see you as a coach that does exactly that feeds positivity, that feeds energy, and gives that to the players, and I enjoy watching that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've always said energy breeds energy. So
yes.
It's something that I try to instill into players, and, if we go on a 10-0 run and they call a timeout, I'm going to meet them at half court, So it's probably the best part for me, just to have that experience.
So not giving away too much, of course. It's kind of hard to exactly say what your offense or defense is going to look like because, of course, there's a lot of time between now and the fall, and then also when tryouts and things occur. But in a perfect world, what does your offense look like?
Yeah, I want to play
without
fast.
giving away too much.
Yeah, no, I want to play fast and get up and down the floor and let the kids do what they're good at and put them in a position that they can make plays. And it's a lot of times it's players, not plays. And I want to get them in position to be successful and let them do what they do, but definitely a fast-paced, and I want to get the ball up and down the floor and give something fun to watch for sure.
And we're back to the third single of the inning, and I'm telling you what, Coach Neville, you being up here, right? Brad Pierce is getting a little break, and I'm telling you, he might want you to stay here for a little bit longer.
Hey, if we can get a few more runs, that'd be good.
That's right. There's 3 singles in the inning. The Northview Knights get on the board as Cam Green comes around to score. At second base is Devin Barnhart. At first base, Hunter Johnson. Zach Buell, with 1 out, is on with 2 runners aboard. And, you talk about getting up and down, kind of a fast pace, and you look at the game of basketball now, that's really, as boy, Johnson, another hit. That's going to find grass. Yeah. It hits grab. It gets behind Bryson Carpenter. 1 run comes around. That's Barnhart. Here comes, that second run is Johnson, as Buell gets a double, a 2 RBI double for Zach Buell, as the Northview Knights right back in this thing, 4-3. As I told you, Brad Pierce said keep him up here.
Yeah, new game now.
So this is exciting when you look at the Northview Knights, and of course Cam Judson out here for the 4th inning of work, and The Knights is starting to see him a little better. Here comes Jackson Ferris from the left side of the plate, the designated hitter. But we talked about, that's the way the game of basketball is played now. You're looking at, layups, threes, free throws. You're looking at wide open. I mean, that's kind of
I think you got to get up and down the floor and give that those paint touches and inside-out threes, and that's really how the game's evolving and moving. And definitely, I played in a system in college where we were putting upwards of 100 points a game, and I don't know if we'll go that far yet, but we'll get it up and down the floor, I think.
And, of course, you look at the schedule that Northview plays. First of
Phenomenal.
all, the WIC is very, very tough year in and year out. Look at the non-conference. It's that stroke to center. Carpenter plays that and gets it in. They're going to throw the runner. Relay to the plate, not in time as it gets behind Tyler Dixon. How about the Northview Knights putting pressure on the Patriots and scoring the run? Zach Beal scores from second base. Jackson Ferris, a single. He gets to second base on the throw, the relay that gets behind Dixon. And we have a tie score just like that, 4-4 with one on, one out, and Avery Perry, the sophomore, coming to the plate.
Yeah, this is hopefully a good omen for basketball season.
That's exactly right. And a little conversation on the mound as we may having pitching change. We'll see how things go, as there's definitely someone getting redder. There's definitely someone getting ready in the bullpen for Terre Haute North, and we'll see if we're going to take a break in the pitching change or if we're going to be able to continue our conversation. We'll see what Coach Lawson decides to do. As you see, I'm trying to filibuster here. As we're going to stay right here, and when you look at the way this thing has gone, so much of the coach. Obviously, you can't do everything. You have to have a staff. Have you kind of put together a staff or kind of eyed some people that you may not just if you haven't? I'm not trying to put you in a tough situation, but I know you have some guys that you're probably eyeing.
Absolutely, and I've heard a lot about the staff that they've had here, and have those numbers now. I got them today. Met with the team for the first time today, and got those numbers, and we'll be reaching out to them and see, kind of where they're at and what positions I would need to fill, and then kind of go from there. I do know, I think Josh Trout, who's been here for a long time, I think he's going to come aboard. He's one of the first ones that I called. Our sons have played together for a few years, so I knew of him and knew he was a pretty respected guy in the community. So, and he was gracious enough to say he was in. So once we, talk to some people, we'll have a better idea.
And you mentioned talking to the team as a Peyton Lear back to the top of the lineup with 2 outs and a 1 aboard. You did have a conversation with the team already?
Yeah, we met today during their homeroom period and talked about some expectations and the schedule for June and July. So.
And that one smoked into center field. Carpenter better come up running as the stop sign was blown through. And guess what? How about old Jackson Ferris? He blows through the stop sign, gets home anyway, and he is safe at the plate as Peyton Lear gives the Northview Knights a 1-run lead, 5 runs in the inning, with Coach Sean Neville, the omen.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. Great inning.
But, so much of it is I don't want to say buy-in, but I kind of have to say buy-in when you look at players that are already in the program.
Yeah, I think that's going to be
believe
big.
In you.
Yeah, we talked today. I actually brought them some chocolate chip cookies.
There you go. There you go.
And we talked about the ingredients that go in to chocolate chip cookies, and the flour, the sugar, the brown sugar, and all that stuff. And all of them are good on their own.
Yes.
But it's a lot better when they're combined. And that's what's kind of the message today, that as good as individual players as everyone might be, you're still not as good as you are when the whole team is together. Right. So that was just kind of the message that we looked at today.
Can I steal that?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I stole it, so.
I'm gonna have to steal that. I'm gonna figure out I'm gonna use that. I promise you.
Yeah.
As the runner goes, throw down the second base in time as a steal.
I bought the cookies. I didn't bake them. So.
You know, but you know, when we are better together, everybody playing their role.
Yeah.
When players buy into the role, they need to play for the team has more success.
Yeah, absolutely. When you, the we before me and all that stuff, you know, it's not just a tagline. I mean, those are the teams that are successful. So.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned summer and you know, of course, the school year almost over. You're going to be in the summer off-season workouts and programming and things of that nature. What does that look like?
Yeah, June's going to be really busy. They got that scheduled today, working on a few shootouts and things like that we're joined. We're a little bit, you know, there's still some openings, so Mr. Buell's been fantastic with that and getting us ready to go on for that. Lifting, very big, to get in the weight room and get the kids getting bigger and faster. And but yeah, June will be really busy for us.
Yep. You know, it's summer goes by quickly. Is that going to be a poke out to right center, and nobody can get to it? Another run will score. Peyton Lear with 2 outs. He was able to scoot around and score as Caden Schrader. Another single and an RBI as the Northview Knights. 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. As they bat around, Cam Green now will come back to the plate for the Northview Knights, and it's going to be a pitching change for Coach Scott Lawson in the Terre Haute North Patriots. It's going to be a pinch runner for Schrader.
We might run out of questions if we bat too much longer.
I'll tell you. We're going to step aside for a quick break and come finish up the inning. A pitching change looms. We'll be right back. Knights in command. We'll be right back after this.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Bullpen for Dylan King, as King is a young man that has played a couple of positions. He's played behind the plate, played third base, and he was able to come from the bullpen and step onto the mound tonight as the Northview Knights. 6 runs off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 6 of them being singles. And here with Coach Neville, and you know, when you look at basketball, it's a game of runs, and right now Northview's on a run.
Absolutely, yeah. And those weren't little dribbler hits.
Yeah.
I mean, those were some ropes.
That's right. You know, when you look at, of course, you know, people that watch basketball, NBA playoffs is right now. So some people watch, but Tony Harper probably doesn't watch it. He's like my dad. He's not going to watch NBA. I'm all over it. You know, players watching, of course, tonight, we'll say Lakers and Warriors. A lot of players can't be LeBron James because they're not built like that. But there's a lot of players around here that are, you know, 6'3", thinking they could be Steph Curry. How do you tell a player or get them in the gym, not to say they're going to be Steph Curry, but just to have instilled that work ethic that is Steph Curry, somewhere around that ballpark? if you want to be him, you got to work hard.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't built on 2-hour practices a day.
Sure.
You know, they get in the gym, and I want to create a atmosphere where the gym is open and they can come shoot when they want, and that's what. How good players are made is on your own, and try to instill in my kids and then the players I coach too.
That's Sean Neville, the newly announced men's basketball coach at Northview High School. We'll step aside for
thanks for
coming
having
back
me.
for the top of the fifth. And Coach Neville, best of luck too in your program. We'll be watching and look forward to broadcasting some of your games.
I hope so. Thanks, bud.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, you just heard an interview. We are, very fortunate to be able to have Coach Sean Neville, the new boys basketball coach at Northview High School. And I'm telling you, folks, I am a huge fan of Coach Neville. I mean, you could definitely tell that during my interview. I think he's going to be able to do good things here at Northview. I am very, very excited about where Northview basketball is headed, and also
he
very
seems to be helping Northview baseball.
Absolutely. I saw you. I told him, I said, man, Brad's going to want you to stay up here. And then 2 seconds later, here you come saying, keep him up there. Northview 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. As 6 runs on 7 hits, Northview could do no wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Sandlot fan, so
Right.
I'm going to say maybe it's an omen.
That's right. A nice out as Hunter Johnson records Cam Judson. As Northview, boy, I tell you, they got to be feeling good right now.
Well, that's the funny thing about baseball is you can be down 1 inning and up the next. So
Yes.
right now Northview's on a high. And North's on the receiving end, so they're a little bit in panic mode. Not necessarily panic mode, but they're pressing harder than Northview is right now because Northview's got the 2-run lead. They put up 7 runs or 7 hits in that inning, so that's impressive. So
very,
a lot of baseball is mental,
right?
And right now they know they're playing. They got the lead. And you just kind of relax as an infielder. You're not nervous. You're not pressing. Oh, I hope I don't make this error. So Northview's in a good spot right now. Let's see if they can continue.
High pop up, out of play.
Be lunging a little bit, losing his backside, so you may want to pitch him outside here.
The 3-1. Chopper right off the plate to shortstop. High throw, but a good stretch by Lear. Records the out, and 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Kendall Gregg.
First baseman, number 45, Kendall Gregg.
Schrader has got a new lease on life with these 6 runs he just got last inning. Gave up 2 in the first, 2 in the third. Off of 4 runs he gave up off of 3 hits. Now, with the 6 runs he was given by his team in the bottom of the 4th, he's got to be feeling good.
Well, he seems to still have some velocity
Yes.
on his fastball, so. And, at this point, you're up 2 runs. And I know, I don't know for many of our fans to know this, but Coach Craig Trout is out tonight for this game. So he's dealing with some health issues, and we wish him the best. So I'm not exactly who the play caller is tonight. I've seen Corey Clark at third base. I've seen Charlie Jackson at first base. So I'm not exactly sure who's making the calls. It could be Coach Lancaster. I don't know, but
all right, could be you.
It ain't me. I can tell you that.
Fisted does shortstop. Another good play by Pierce, and the side is recorded. 1, 2, 3, go the Patriots. Here come the Knights in the bottom of the 5th after this.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Shaw Chiropractic is a big part of Clay County and Northview sports. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael are the specialists you need to help you feel better. If you're an athlete, a farmer, work in a factory, or just work in your backyard, you need the benefits of chiropractic care. Shaw Chiropractic is located in the Kroger Strip Mall in Brazil. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael Shaw, your friends for chiropractic care. You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And we want to thank Shaw Chiropractic for being faithful sponsors here on the Indiana Sports Network, along with Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. And I tell you, without our sponsors, we would not be able to do what we love to do, and that's bring you the best of the best here in the Wabash Valley area between high school and Rose-Hulman athletics. And next year, maybe a little something extra. We'll see. Stay tuned. I'm not going to give away anything, but maybe we'll see us somewhere else.
He leaves the cliffhanger for us folks.
That's right. That's right.
And I'll tell you what, I'm happy to see Shaw Chiropractic as a sponsor, because Doc Shaw, that's my guy.
Uh-huh.
He's adjusted me more times than I probably care to tell anybody.
I believe that. Oh man, sometimes you just need that. You need that adjustment, and you feel it totally different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been to a chiropractor, and
you're missing out.
I'm a little scared I'm scared to do it.
You're missing out.
Brad, I can't.
The good thing about Doc Shaw is he gets you in and out in about, I'll say, you'll sit in the waiting room for a little bit, but when you get to the room, he comes in, crack, 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 and you're out.
That's the part that scares me. The sound, I hear the sound, and I'm like,
oh, no.
Man, that makes me nervous, man.
No, it's great.
I'm a chicken.
He does a great job.
Great job out in center field, Bryson Carpenter, and I hope I didn't do him a disjustice by mentioning his name along with my, being scared of going to a chiropractor. But I'm just saying, like, oh man, that just makes me, that just makes me a little nervous, man.
When they grab your head and they're like, just relax. Just relax, because you're nervous, you got a little bit of tension. You're like, hey, just relax, crack. And before you even realize what happened, it's cracked 6 times, and you're like, you feel so much better. So
one of these days, maybe I'll be able to do it.
I recommend everybody go see Doc Shaw at Shaw Chiropractic.
Okay, all right. If I go, that's what I'm going to. Braden Krieger into the batter's box. 1 out, and just fooled off of that one.
almost took off for first base,
Yeah,
thinking
he thought
that
it
was the third
that's
strike.
Right.
But
That's right. He was wishing.
yeah.
Might have been able to beat it out. Who knows? Beautiful night at the ballpark here. Oh, boy, what an anemic swing right there as he was fooled. Ball was going down. Swing was level. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, that's a tight 12-6 curveball. Like he's got a good sharp break on that curveball. So these kids are going to have to sit back and just follow it into the strike zone.
First pitch to Hunter Johnson, low and in the dirt, ball one. Sixth spot in the bottom of the fourth. Northview Knights. We're hoping to get on the board. And they do in a big way. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Patriots. 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, which incidentally led to 2 runs for the Northview Knights, leading to 2 runs for the Patriots, I should say. Ball foul down the first base line. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Hunter Johnson, the second baseman for the Knights.
I didn't know Hunter's number, and I didn't recognize him with that helmet on because I recognize Hunter by his hair.
Okay.
He's got that curly hair.
Ooh-wee. That's a good pitch. Go ahead.
That's it. I was looking for the roster to see who I was missing here, and I was like, "What?" I thought it was Hunter, but I was like, "Ooh, nice shot to short."
And did he catch it cleanly?
Yeah, great play by Millington there.
They said he did. Millington snares it, and the Patriots get out of the inning. They'll come from the top of the 6th, trying to tie this game up. 4-6, Knights up by 2.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Shaw Chiropractic is a big part of Clay County and Northview sports. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael are the specialists you need to help you feel better. If you're an athlete, a farmer, work in a factory, or just work in your backyard, you need the benefits of chiropractic care. Shaw Chiropractic is located in the Kroger Strip Mall in Brazil. Dr. Julie and Dr. Michael Shaw, your friends for chiropractic care. You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
4 runs for the Patriots, 6 runs for the home team, the Knights, as they come out in the field. Top of the 6th, the Patriots have 6 outs. Caden Schrader trying to get 6 outs as quick as he possibly can and get the victory for the Northview Knights, which would be a big one against their crosstown bi-county rivals.
Yeah, you know, I can't tell you how many pitches Caden Schrader's thrown, but he's your workhorse for this team. So you kind of got to be getting a little bit leery late into the 6th, 7th inning.
Sure.
You don't want to overthrow him because he's got to be fresh for the sectionals that'll be coming up soon. So
that's right.
And the high school pitch count rule, it's always ever changing, so I'm not exactly sure how it is, but there's a certain amount of pitches that they're allowed to throw before they can start another game. So
well, here comes Sam Glossbach, Austin Black, and Noah Brave, 7, 8, 9. OTU count to Glossbach. A little chopper down to first base. Should be an easy play for Lear, and it is. One out on 3 pitches.
Number 77, Austin Black.
So you look at the Patriots. They sent 3 runners to 3 batters to the plate in inning 2. They sent 3 batters to the plate in inning 5. So there have been a couple of innings where Caden Schrader has gotten out pretty quickly. In the second inning, they got out of the play with a double play. Briar go to grounded into a 4-3 double play. Because that one should be out of play probably. It's going to be a chase, but I don't think anybody. Oh, my. Excuse me. Zach Buell says, hush, Walter Gordon. I did not think he would be able to get there.
That's the second great play that Zach Buell's made this game. So that ball's out of play right by the fence.
Yes.
He was not nervous about the warning track creeping up on him. He went all the way to the fence and basket caught that Willie Mays style. So
that's got to feel good for a pitcher.
Heck yeah.
Wow. And a play that's going to be smothered by Johnson. Thrown over to first. No. Hunter Johnson, a magnificent play to smother it, grab it, get to his feet, just not quite in time to get Noah Bray.
Yeah, you know, Hunter Johnson's usually in the outfield. Center field, I think. So he's playing second base this game. So I know Javi Hyam normally is playing second base, so I'm not sure why Javi's not playing second base, and I wish him well if he's injured or what the deal is. But great play by Hunter Johnson. Just missed that one by a step or two.
And went too far, and they missed, and that's going to be strike 1. As Johnson, boy, that would have been a great play for him to be able to get out of the inning on. Nonetheless, the Patriots have new life. Runner on first base. Top of the lineup with Briar Goda. Runner goes. Perry the throw down. Not in time. As Bray gets to second base.
That was very close. Now, he did throw it on the left side of the bag, but great job by Jackson Pierce to gobble that ball up and put the tag on because it was close enough that I would like to see a replay.
Me too. Me too.
Maybe we'll get there in the upcoming years.
Right. Not
Tony
this
Harper.
Year, not this. And you know, when you look at high school, baseball having replay overall, maybe some year. I don't know if that will ever be, but it wouldn't be bad on a play like that deep in the game.
Yeah. And Tony just told me in my ear, we are capable of replays. We just did not capture that one for replay opportunity. So good to know that we do have that capability, though.
He flashes it on occasion, and you see, speaking of flashes, the center field camera is a beautiful viewpoint right there. Schrader facing Millington.
Ooh, good pitch. I actually was looking at the monitor this time instead of the actual game, and that pitch was right on the outside.
That's right. I'm sorry, not Millington, facing Goda.
Oh, Briar.
Briar. That's Noah Bray at second base. 2-2 to Goda.
He can do that. I've watched Briar for probably 2 games this season, and he's very good at hitting the ball where it's pitched. If it's outside, he's taking it opposite field. If it's inside, he's pulling it. So Schrader's going to have to be real careful here with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
He really jumped on that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Like I said, you can see him. He spreads out wide. He's got that 2-strike approach. He keeps his hands in, close, tight, keeps a quick swing, and just tries to put the ball in play.
Misses that one. Schrader strikes him out. As the Northview Knights get out of the inning, leaving a runner stranded. 4-6 your score. Northview Knights trying to tack on a little bit of insurance.
Your all-pro running back, Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one all-pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1, you are. You're #1 at York.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, Dylan King has a 2-run deficit. Patriots 4, Knights 6. And the Knights will come to the plate with Zach Buell, Jackson Ferris, and Avery Perry. Then we'll go to the top of the lineup if anyone is able to reach. Dylan King out for his second inning of work, and he's trying to limit the damage to get his team back. North only has offensively 3 outs with which to work here in this ballgame.
Yeah, Northview's going to be looking right now just to add a runner here, run or two here to just a little insurance, as they like to call. So they get a runner on, they might move him over to second base, give Lear at the top of the lineup a chance to drive in one more extra run just to kind of seal the deal with that lead that they've got on Terre Haute North Patriots right now.
Of course, Peyton Lear already with an RBI tonight. Scored a run as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Zach Buell. Looking at a strike inside, inner third.
Yeah, good pitch by Dylan right there.
Dylan doesn't look like he throws very hard, but has a little pop to
Yeah,
that
he does.
mitt.
I'm more impressed with that 12-6 curveball that we just saw right there. Yep.
Keeping batters off balance is very important.
Yeah, that's
if you don't have overpowering velocity.
Yeah, in high school, you really only need 2 pitches, a fastball and a curveball, something off speed, and he's got a good one.
And a strikeout of Buell to start the inning as King was able to get in. Here comes Jackson Ferris.
Number 19, Jackson Ferris.
Boy, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is an iconic movie, and every time I see Jackson Ferris is what I think about. I just love that movie, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I had my boys watch it, I don't know, a year or 2 ago.
What they think?
It's nostalgic. It's timeless. They thought it was a great movie too.
Yes.
So,
the great thing about it, it's clean enough to where you can you have to worry about it.
Yeah. There was a couple, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. They're still saying stuff about the movie, like quotes. He's like, when Ferris Bueller's friend, what's his name? He's debating on whether or not he's going to go pick Ferris up because I'll go. So my boys do that all the time.
Right. I actually have that on. Do I have it on DVD at home, or is it? Yeah, I have it on DVD at home. I have that. I bought it somewhere.
You could say VHS.
I could, and I was actually trying to remember, but it is actually DVD. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's not, at least not Betamax.
Isn't it so crazy that DVDs are even obsolete now?
They are.
It's all streaming.
Easy play for Drew Long here at second base as he records out number 2. Yeah, it's just everything is streaming, and that's how I'm watching the NBA playoffs. I don't have cable. I'm just picked up a streaming service so I can catch the NCAA tournament and NBA playoffs, and when the playoffs are over, I'm going to cancel it.
Heck yeah.
And then when it's time, I'll pick it back up again.
That's right.
So
that's what's good right now about those streaming services. They don't lock you in for a 2-year, 3-year, whatever.
Whenever you want, just cancel it.
Yeah.
And then pick us back up. So 2 outs for Avery Perry. I would love to see him get on base here tonight.
Yeah,
you talked about him.
He's going to see a steady dose of curveballs right now because Dylan's ahead and he's got that good deuce.
There it is. Yep, he'll see another one for sure.
And
this
one will most likely be out of the zone.
I agree.
If Dylan's, knows what he's doing, and I know his family actually pretty well, he's gonna he should anyways, throw this deuce or fastball, whichever it is, out of the zone. The worst thing you can do is give up a 2-strike hit to a hitter.
0-2 on the quarter. That was close.
Yeah, that's a strike in my opinion, but you know, we got a little different vantage point here than the umpire, so he saw something we did, but that's a great pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And there it is. Got him on the next one, and he retires too. Via the strikeout, the Patriots down to their last 3 outs. They'll have to make at least 2 runs after these messages.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021, Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana. We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, the Terre Haute North Patriots have got to score at least 2 runs to keep this game going. Nate Millington, Bryson Carpenter, Cam Judson represent the 3 batters that will grace the plate. They're guaranteed to do so. And we'll see where we go from there. Caden Schrader, folks. He's been fantastic. After the first inning, I've got him for only 1 walk after inning number 1, and there have been 2 runs that have crossed the plate for the Patriots after the first inning, both of them unearned because of the 2 errors with Millington and Carpenter to lead off the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that's when you got your dog on the mound and he says, I'm going to buckle down, I'm going to get this done. So he's done a great job, you know, being that he completes this inning and completes, you know, the complete game here. He's done a great job and obviously showing why he's the leader on the pitching staff for this Northview Knights team. So, and another thing, you know, Coach Scott Lawson for the Terre Haute North Patriots, you know, if you're down 2 runs and you want to be in a certain spot in your order, 2, 3, 4 is a great spot to be in.
Sure is. Wouldn't be surprised to see someone drop down a bunt. And Millington, looking at his hands on the bat there, he might have been thinking about it.
Yeah, and it's surprising to see, you know, third base back in a baseline.
I agree.
Right now.
Stroke foul. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I would like to see Barnhart in on the bag on the grass, just protecting.
Well,
and maybe even Lear as well.
Yeah, especially with a left-handed, you know, batter with the speed that Millington has. Ooh.
Fastball in there, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Little high, but umpire likes it. So.
Well, the leadoff batter for the Patriots, they'd love to get him aboard. Let's see what Millington can do here, the freshman. Hits one off the plate, going to Pierce.
Got to get rid of it quick.
He does, and he's safe. Oh, they're saying that pulled Lear off the bag with a stretch.
I'd like to see.
Boy.
Yeah, that's another one I'd like to see in replay.
Wow.
I thought it was a great stretch, but look at Trout. He's actually not been in the game today on third base, but he's making his presence known and probably going to give the umpire a piece of his mind on that call.
Whatever's there, I don't mean it like he doesn't have a mind, but you could tell by his gait, maybe doesn't seem to be feeling all the greatest. A very slow gait coming out from the dugout, and now going back to it.
And all he did was ask the field umpire, do you mind appealing it to see if the home plate umpire saw something different, which they're a team. He's not going to overrule the field umpire because it's originally his call. So you know, Coach Trout did exactly what he could do, and umpires did probably what they should do too. So
Bryson Carpenter looks at ball one. Millington and Carpenter have come to the plate and scored in innings 1 and 3. What would they do in inning 7? Ball 2 to Carpenter.
this is where it gets interesting. Well,
Yep.
like I said, that's a controversial runner at first base. And now Schrader falls behind 2-0 to the number 3 hitter, who's an Indiana State commit. He's probably, you know, trying not to put it over the plate, being very protective. So let's see how he bounces back here.
Carpenter seems to have been in a little bit of a slump as of late. So I would challenge him.
Big swing there by
Yeah,
Bryson.
yeah.
Big swing. Yeah, might have been trying to put one over the wall there.
Right.
And like I said earlier, that was an inside curveball, backdoor curveball they like to call it. So
that one in the dirt. Good smother by Perry.
this is where you wonder if Schrader's overthrowing. He's
Sure.
pressing a little bit. He's just got to stay within himself and, you know, do what's gotten him here and trust your defense.
Caden Schrader has gone the distance here tonight. Good pitch on the outer third. Full count to Bryson Carpenter. Carpenter has reached twice, but has no base hits tonight. Big gap out there in right center. Wheels on the base pass with Millington. Ball in the dirt. Millington goes to second. Carpenter goes to first on the walk.
This is what makes baseball exciting.
It does.
So, you know, it's a 2-run game.
Pitcher number 30,
The,
Dylan King.
the go-ahead run comes to the plate right now. It's your 5-hole hitter. Anything can happen. And you just kind of sit on the edge of your seat to see what transpires. So it looks like they're going to move the runners to second and third here.
Going to wheel around and look at Millington and really not trying to get him. Dylan King, your batter, who came in for Cam Judson, replace him on the mound. King squaring around to bunt, looking to try to get the runners over to second and third.
I mean, he just showed bunt, and
Yeah, he did.
Barnhart is still even with the bag.
Going to third base. Oh, the ball was not squeezed by Barnhart. They had the runner. Barnhart could not squeeze the mitt, make the grab. Bases are loaded, and boy, this is our perilous moments with no outs for the Knights.
Schrader is definitely showing his frustration there, smacking his thigh. He yelled at Barnhart, "Let's go!" And I'm sure Devin doesn't want to make that error right there, But Schrader does exactly what he's supposed to do. He fields that ball, gets the lead out, and Northview's really in a predicament right now with bases loaded, nobody out. I don't know how you get out of this inning unscathed with not giving up at least 1 to 2 runs here.
Millington at first. Carpenter at second. Exceptional speed there. Dylan King at first. Kyler Dixon, the catcher, at the plate. Nobody out. And Carpenter at second, representing the tying run for the Patriots. First pitch in there for a strike. King looks at ball 1. Schrader has been in command most of the night. He labored in inning number 1 and has been in command thereafter.
I tell you what, Blue's consistent tonight. He likes that that ball up in the letters, so.
Do it again.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Dixon. Kendall Gregg on the on-deck circle. Nowhere to put him in a swing and a miss. Kyler Dixon fans. That is a big out for the Knights as the double play would end the game.
That shows the competitive nature that Caden Schrader has right here. He's upset he doesn't get that last out at third base.
Right.
And he just decides, I'm going after you right now, me and you, and he wins the battle right there. Great job by Caden Schrader.
Sophomore Kendall Gregg at the plate. Check swing, couldn't hold up. Strike one. Nowhere to put Greg as the bases are loaded with one out. Greg, not the fastest runner at the plate. A sharply hit ball could turn two. Hopefully his mother's not listening, as I graduated with her. But the truth is the truth. Love you, Desiree.
I love it.
No balls, 2 strikes. And the ball hit foul. Sharply hit ball, just a little bit late. Kendall Gregg, first baseman and pitcher for the Terre Haute North Patriots. Part of that youth movement for the Patriots. So in the future, very bright with Goda, Millington, and Gregg. Looping foul ball on the third base line is corralled. Play is made. Ball gets back into Perry. And just like that, the Knights are now 1 out away from getting out of this jam and getting the victory.
I mean, that's very impressive.
Yep.
For the Knights to just get themselves into a position. Now, again, there's still 1 out to go, so anything could happen. But for them to put themselves in a position where they had bases loaded, nobody out, and for Caden Schrader to dig down deep, get that strikeout on his own, get that fly ball in foul territory to get us to where we are is impressive.
Sam Glotzbach looks at an all-speed pitch over the inside corner. Strike number 1.
You can almost see it. That first pitch curveball, you know, he's not nervous. He's got faith in his catcher right now. His freshman catcher, Avery Perry, he's throwing that first pitch curveball with bases loaded.
The 0-2 now as the first 2 pitches in there for strikes.
He's coming at him.
1 pitch away.
He's coming at him. He's challenging him right now. I'm throwing it by you.
What do you throw here?
I throw something outer half, make him chase it. Nothing in the strike zone.
And he did just that. Pitched a little bit high. Glotzbach doing his job by laying off of the pitch. Caden Schrader looking for the complete game win here tonight for the Knights. Trying to overcome 3 errors in the field. And the ball's lined down the first baseline. 1 run scores. Here comes Carpenter to tie game. Glotzbach gets the second. And just like that, the Patriots have new life.
Great piece of hitting by Glotzbach. That ball's on the outer third of the plate. He doesn't try and pull it. If he does, he rolls it over probably to, Jackson Pierce at shortstop, and he gets out. He goes with the pitch, hits it down the first baseline. That was a great piece of hitting. We got ourselves a ball game now, Walt.
Well, I tell you what, Brad, Millington and Carpenter have scored all 6 runs for the Patriots thus far. And there's another shot down the first baseline. Fair ball. 2 more runs will score for the Patriots as a double. No, looking for third. And he'll be in there for a slide in. Head first triple. That's Austin Black. And he gives the Patriots a 2-run advantage. My, oh my. Yeah. 4 runs on 2 swings for the Patriots.
You hate to bring it back up, but how much does that error at third base hurt the Knights right now? And Caden Schrader's going to come out, but he's done a heck of a job on the mound tonight.
What a heartbreaker as Schrader gives Coach Trout the ball as he'll come out, and there'll be changes in the field. Patriots score 4 in the top half of the 7th. There are 2 outs. We'll be right back after these messages.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, the Patriots have scored 4 runs here in the top half of the 7th. Millington, Carpenter, King, and Glossbach all come around. Glossbach had a 2 RBI single, and then Austin Black a 2 RBI triple to produce those 4 runs. The error that Dylan King reached on, this is the 3rd batter of the inning. He reached on an error from the third baseman, Devin Barnhart, couldn't quite squeeze that mitt. That looms very, very large, Brad, is that, boy, you make that play and eventually you end up getting out of the inning.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And like I said, you don't want to dwell on
Potentially,
it.
I should say. Let me say potentially.
But it's a game of events.
Yeah,
a chain of events that lead to the outcomes that you see before you. So
Noah Bray, your batter. The new pitcher for the Northview Knights, Gavin Jones. Caden Schrader goes to shortstop as Jackson Pierce leaves the game. So just a couple of position moves as Noah Bray swings and misses. The Knights desperately need to get out of this inning right here and get to the plate, as this game is far from over. They will have 3 outs with which to work, even though they would have loved to not had to bat in the 7th inning.
And, obviously Caden Schrader's the junior.
Yeah. Should be out of the inning as Barnhart's there
We'll
to make the
about
play, and he does. Barnhart makes the play, but not before the Patriots plate 4. New ball game. Patriots with a 2-run advantage coming from the bottom of the 7th.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Leading off in the bottom of the 7th for Northview.
Big inning for the Patriots in the top half of the 7th inning. They scored 4 runs as they were down 2. Now they're up 2, coming for the bottom of the 7th. The Northview Knights will play Peyton Lear, Caden Schrader, and Cam Green. We talked about the Patriots and where they were to start the inning with Millington, Carpenter, and Judson King. Hey, how about the top of the lineup for the Knights to start off this inning?
Yeah, that'd be good. Peyton Lear falls behind 0-2 early, and he's got to be looking off speed here from Dylan King.
Dylan King goes up and misses kind of a waste pitch there.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit the plate and offer anything fat and juicy there. Peyton Lear single to score in the 4th inning. Very capable young man playing first base here tonight.
Dylan King does not like that baseball. He asked for another one.
Yeah.
He must not have liked the seams on that
Right.
baby because, you know, the seams on a baseball are everything for a pitcher. And he didn't like that curveball, so he must not have liked the seams on it.
Here he comes. That one fisted, foul.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Peyton Lear. Wears number 32 here for the Northview Knights.
And Peyton Lear fouls that one straight back. So Dylan probably understands that Peyton's right on his fastball. So I look for an off-speed pitch here, and if Peyton Lear can stay back on it.
There it is. Got him. Got him looking as Peyton Lear was not looking off speed, as you said.
I don't think Peyton seemed to like the call, but you know, from our vantage point, it looked close enough to be protecting with 2 strikes. So.
Got to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to protect with 2 strikes. Expand that strike zone. You've talked about that a number of times. Here comes Caden Schrader. No. Yeah, Caden Schrader.
Yeah, Caden Schrader.
Still in the game.
Yeah, and Caden came in for Jackson Pierce, the freshman at shortstop. And again, I don't think Jackson, hit tonight, but he's done a great job. And he actually just got his first complete game shutout against, I want to say, Brown County this week, and he had 11 strikeouts.
Good for him.
So yeah, I expect to see big things from Jackson Pierce, which, by the way, listeners, is no relation to myself.
Ooh, just high and outside, a grid waste pitch. Once again, 0-2. This is the second time in a row that we went 0-2 with King as a good waste pitch up and out.
Yeah, as an athlete, going through different levels of my career.
Oh, my!
Always told to never have a strike anywhere near the strike zone at 0-2. And right now, Dylan King is dealing right now.
He is. He misses 0-2 on purpose, and then comes back with a yacker back-to-back batters. Gets Lear and then Schrader looking.
Yeah.
Knights down to their last hope, and that's Cam Green. He's got to extend the game to get to Devin Barnhart and beyond. Can't tie the game. Down 2. Looks at the off speed in there for strike 1. King looks really good.
These Northview Knights need to realize he's very comfortable with that curveball right now. So
looking at it again outside, and King not a big guy. He's a would you say 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10". Maybe not 5'10", 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
He threw so hard his hat came off there.
That's right. Not a big guy. If he's 5'8", 165?
Maybe. That just shows you though how hard he's given everything he has on his pitches for him to throw so hard that his hat falls off.
How does a guy that small throw that hard? Yeah. What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Gee whiz. Looking, it's a good looking pitch there on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cam Green, who probably will see an off-speed pitch on the outer third again.
Oh, yeah.
That was the out pitch for the last 2 guys.
That's what I'd throw. That's his out pitch, that deuce right here.
Oh, he missed his release point, got it up. But he's trying to get him.
Yeah. Must be a baseball with bad seams.
It must be. Or he was a little amped up, a little juice
there. Yeah, every once in a while, as a curveball, you try and hook it over, and it just slips out of your hand sometimes. So that's why a lot of pitchers like to lick their fingers before they get on the mound, but you cannot lick your fingers while you're on the mound.
Oh, inside, pops the mitt, draws the walk, and there is life for the Northview Knights as that ball just missed inside. Here comes Devin Barnhart, the third baseman.
And I would love to see Devin do something incredible here because he's got to be still thinking about that missed play at third base. How great would it be for him to just lose one over the left field wall right now?
Barnhart had the error in the last inning that resulted in some runs.
Oh, good
just on that. Wasn't he just under it?
Yeah. Great hack by Devin there. Anytime you foul a ball straight back, you just missed it by a half inch.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Cam Green for the Knights is on first base. The Yackers in there for strike 2. Now you're guessing with the 1-2 count.
Devin did not like that curveball up in the zone there.
Yeah.
He's questioning the umpire. Umpire shakes his head, said, no, that's a strike.
Got to protect. He got just a piece of it. Good job by Barnhart to stay alive.
And I will say, Blue's been consistent tonight. I mean, it's been up in the letters, so they may not like it, but it's been there all night. Again, Dylan King asked for another ball. That just tells you what, Walt.
He's coming with that.
He's coming with that
pitch.
deuce.
That's right.
And if Devin ain't ready for it, I don't know what to tell him.
Oh, he came with the high heater.
He did.
And he blew it by him, and just like that, Devin Barnhart goes down on strikes. Dylan King strikes out the side, the first pitch of the night, to do that all game long, and that was the time to do it as the Patriots get an 8-6 victory, come from behind fashion, as the Patriots score 2 in the first, 2 in third, and then get 4 big runs in the 7th inning to come from behind and pull one on the Knights, and it's got to kind of sting a little bit for the Northview Knights.
Yeah, you know, I just kind of like to watch. It's a rough loss for the Northview Knights. Great win for the Terre Haute Patriots. And I love to see these kids actually go through shaking hands. Yeah. And you can tell the ones that play ball with each other outside of high school because they kind of give the little slap on the back. But, you know, again, this is a year for Northview to experiment, to see what they got. It's a growing year. I mean, they're young. They're gonna figure out what they got and what they can do. And the Patriots, you know, congratulations to them. So it is what it is, Walt. Yep. So Northview goes down to the Terre Haute Patriots tonight.
And that was a big win for Terre Haute North tonight as they are coming off of a loss. I know they lost to West Vigo on Tuesday. I think they played Wednesday, and I don't know what happened there. But a big victory nonetheless for the Terre Haute North Patriots and the Northview Knights and the Terre Haute North Patriots, where he's playing in postseason action in just a matter of weeks. A couple of weeks from now, they'll be playing postseason baseball, and that'll do it for the spring schedule, our 2022-2023 academic year sports schedule is in the books, and our next broadcast will be June 16th and 17th from Anderson, Indiana. The Indiana Indiana Class Basketball All-Star Classic is basketball, boys and girls, the 16th and 17th of June from the beautiful Eskenazi Center on the campus of Anderson University will be our next broadcast. And then after that will be in the month of July, we'll have the Indiana football all-star game from Decatur Central in Indianapolis area. That'll be in the month of July. So those will be our next broadcast, and then we'll start July 14th. And then we'll start in earnest with high school football and Rose-Hulman football in the month of late August, early September. We'll start that schedule. I know Rose-Hulman football will start with the home slate against DePaul. That'll be a tough one to start the year off, but I know that they're looking forward to that. And then I know we'll have our schedule with high school football. So stay tuned. Look at our schedule on the IndianaSportsNetwork.net. Look at our Facebook page, et cetera, as we will have our schedule to let you know where we will be in the upcoming months. So we want to thank our sponsors, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Lentz Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, and York Automotive. Kanan Harper and Sebastian De La Rosa, our camera operators, our video technician, Keith Lawson, and our director and producer, Tony Harper. A big thank you to my broadcast partner, Brad Pierce, and also our interview during the 4th and 5th inning, Mr. Sean Neville, the new coach of Northview boys basketball. So for Brad Pierce, I'm Walter Gordon saying good night, God bless. We'll see you in June from Anderson. This has been a production of Indiana Sports Network, LLC. Thank you for watching.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.